Morning. We are back on trail, 2.6 miles to meet Dawn, and the birds are out. Hopefully we beat the rain. Alright, so down there, the trail took an abrupt turn. Wasn't blazed well. Go up these rocks, and then it continues. The rocks, and keeps going up. Morning rock scramble, I guess. Alright, here's a little view as a reward for the climb. It's a little hazy out there, but it's pretty. Today is day 40 and it is May 18th. So 40 days on the trail. That's pretty cool. We did a pretty big, I'll have to check and see how many miles I will have done in 40 days, but I'll talk about that later. What a little cutie. He's so bright. Oh, he's camera shy. He's trying to get away. Well, this was confusing for a minute. One set of blazes telling me to turn left and the other turn right. Then I realized those right there are for Silvos. You can just see them both. Alright, here's the bridge. Some good flowing water now. That is all the footage I have on the AT for day 40. I am now back in Maine and at home with my family. I did find out at the end of day 39 that we were having a family emergency and I had to come home immediately. So, you know, as I always say, family first. I knew that I just needed to get home to be with my family, so that's what we decided to do. We did start the day as planned and hike to County Road 565, and Dawn did pick us up. Now, we were supposed to slack pack at that point, but plans had changed. Dawn brought us back to her house as operator's wife Lucy was on her way from Wilmington, Delaware to pick us up. So when we got to Dawn's house, she fed us breakfast, I showered, did laundry. So she was just amazing. Lucy arrived while I was finishing up in the shower. She had gotten up early, drove the 3 hours to pick us up. And everyone was just so absolutely amazing in such a crisis situation. They're always amazing, and they just pitched in order to get me home as fast as I could. So in checking out flights from the closest airports in New Jersey and Pennsylvania, as operator didn't live far from there, in New York, last minute flights are very, very pricey. So they were anywhere from $800 to $1,000, and I was just trying to decide, should I just spend that much or rent a car? So there was a little bit of, struggle trying to figure it all out. So I ended up finding a very cheap flight early Sunday morning, because the day 40 was a Saturday. And so what we did was Lucy drove us both back to their house and I spent the night, and then they live very close to the Philadelphia airport. I was able to catch a very early flight Sunday morning. So I was on the flight and it left at 6 a.m. and I was in Portland, Maine by 7:30 for my family to pick me up. So all in all, I got home very quick from Friday night when I found out I needed to come home to very early Sunday morning when I got picked up at the airport. I was able to get home quickly and be with my family. as I said, everyone was so amazing and helpful. You know, it was a very stressful time, and they just all were able to just pitch in, you know, help me figure out how to get home, and just were so comforting. And it was just such an amazing experience. There's so many wonderful people in the world, and it was just amazing. And Lucy, an operator, I love them so much, and Dawn was so amazing to help us out. It was just amazing. So just a quick update, my family is okay. I definitely needed to come home when I did, and everything is going much better. We're still working through some things, and it's going better. And I'm not going to give, you know, a lot of personal details about it, but I can say home is where I needed to be. So I am very glad that I came home when I did. So, like I said, I made it to County Road 565, which was Appalachian Trail mile 1357 exactly. We were 13 miles before crossing into New York, so we were very close to being done New Jersey. We would have finished on Sunday. We had a plan we were going to get pretty close there Saturday night and just finish the last couple miles into New York Sunday morning. But that is where we will pick up again when we hit the trail again next time. Me and operator will pick up right there where we left off, and hopefully Dawn will be able to hike some with us that day, and that'll be amazing. So then I just go over some totals for this year 2024 Appalachian Trail Adventure. 40 days out on the AT. We completed 331.3 miles of the trail this year. Definitely started out slow, doing 8 to 10s and then a lot of 10s and 11s, but by the end we were doing anywhere from 12 to 13, and we were doing pretty well with that. So it just took us a little longer to get our trail legs than other people, but hey, we were having a fantastic time. We did a total of 4 zeros, 2 in Duncannon, 1 at Lookout Hostel, and 1 near Delaware Water Gap when Lucy came to visit. So a total of 4 over the 40 days. Did a few Neros and slower days when we needed to, but just 4 zeros. I had 5 pieces of gear that either needed to be replaced or fixed or updated. If you remember my video, I had some tent issues with my Gossamer Gear the One, where it was just getting too wet too often, and I was sleeping in a puddle and getting rained on, and I ended up replacing my tent with Big Agnes Tiger Wall UL2, and I really enjoy the new tent. So far so good with that tent. Also, I had to replace my trekking poles. They broke. I thought I just broke the tip off and I could get new tips, but the whole bottom plastic piece was broken, and I did have to go and get new trekking poles. My sleeping pad is still an issue. I love my Nemo sleeping pad, but I have yet to find the hole in it to stop the leak, and it is leaking more. On my last night on trail, I had to re-blow it up 4 times, not just once. So next is to try and, I don't know, spray soapy water on it. We've tried a few different things and I cannot find the leak. So I'm hoping to find the leak so I don't have to replace the sleeping pad, but I guess we shall see. I did also have to get new insoles for my shoes. That is an expected piece of gear that needs to be replaced while you're on trail. So I did get new insoles, and that wasn't a big deal. And last is my sunglasses. I thought that the last day that I was wearing them, and they were really hard to see through, and I thought that they were just dirty, and I washed them trying to get off whatever the big spot on it was, but that didn't work. And now the lenses are covered in these spots, giant spots, and I can't get them off, and I can't really see through it very well. Everything looks fuzzy, so I'm gonna have to get a new pair of sunglasses. I'm not sure what happened to them, but they no longer work really well. So that's the 5 pieces of gear that I either needed to replace or still try and fix. And I'll do a couple more videos coming up on gear, or if you guys have any questions, please feel free to put that in the comments below, and I will answer those to the best of my ability. And if you have any video ideas that you would like me to do a video on, again, put it in the comments below and I'll see what I can do. I also do have some trips planned this summer, shorter trips, 2 to 3 days, maybe 4 days, in Maine and New Hampshire. So those will be coming up throughout the summer and fall. I do plan on doing several more backpacking trips, and of course we're always out doing 1 or 2 hikes each week to stay in hiking shape, and because we love it so much. Ended up having to cut my trip 2 weeks short, but again, like I said, I am very happy that I made that decision and I could come home and be with my family. Operator got off exactly at the same spot as me, as he decided we wanted to stick together and pick up at the same spot again when we hit the trail again. I don't know exactly when that will be quite yet, but we do intend to finish originally maybe 1 more year, but I think we might have to divide it into 2 more years. So we'll see how that plays out, but like I said, there'll be many more adventures this summer and fall, and of course my weekly hiking adventures. So I hope you all have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for supporting the channel and liking and commenting on the videos. I really appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate it if you do. I'm trying to grow the channel and just, get more hiking information out there and encourage people to get out and enjoy nature. Thanks so much for following along, and I'll see you in the next video.